Why are there no zombies in The Walking Dead? Zombies are so deeply ingrained in popular culture that almost everyone knows basic facts about them, what they are, their abilities, and most crucially, how to eliminate them. These undead creatures have infiltrated every form of media, from books and comics to movies, TV shows, and video games. Typically, zombies are reanimated corpses that decompose, consume flesh or brains, and spread infection through bites or bodily fluids. To permanently stop them, one must destroy the brain or sever the head. We've all encountered the "Don't Get Bit" shirts at some point. As one of the most recognizable and straightforward monsters in fiction, zombies are easily understood and combated. This widespread familiarity diminishes their perceived threat and lethality. Some narratives prefer to maintain a sense of mystery around the undead menace. A prime example is The Walking Dead. Throughout the series and its numerous spin-offs, the undead are referred to as walkers, never as zombies. In the universe of The Walking Dead, the concept of zombies is non-existent. Series creator Robert Kirkman explained in an interview with Conan O'Brien that they deliberately avoided the term to prevent viewers from questioning why characters don't simply follow well-known zombie lore. They wanted to create a world where zombie fiction had never been conceived. Original showrunner Frank Darabont added that avoiding the term helped maintain the plausibility of their unique take on a zombie apocalypse. Initially, walkers were an overwhelming force, catching society off guard. However, as time passed, they became less of a central threat. Survivors adapted, learning to handle walkers with increasing ease, which shifted the series' focus to new human antagonists. The evolving and prolonged narrative of The Walking Dead exemplifies this transition. When a threat is slow, predictable, and easily neutralized with preparation, it loses its edge. Even unconventional zombie threats benefit from common knowledge about their nature, helping characters navigate and overcome them. By avoiding the term zombie, storytellers can redefine the undead in ways that emphasize the unique aspects of their fictional world and the challenges it presents. The Walking Dead has various names for zombies. There's walkers, berserkers, floaters, lurkers, lame brains, deadens, cold ones, skin eaters, roamers, geeks, monsters, and creepers, not the Minecraft kind. Having different communities and groups of people use different words to describe the dead makes the universe feel more authentic. Instead of the undead having a uniform title universally known, each group has its own terminology. It avoids the unrealistic scenario where a national bulletin would mandate a single name after TV and broadcasts went down. While walkers is the predominant term, it's refreshing to see the universe enriched with numerous ways to refer to the undead. By the way, we have the goal of reaching 1K subs before September. Subscribe and join the best zombie community. A world where the concept of zombies never existed in fiction. There are no horror movies, books, or video games featuring the undead. Without this cultural foundation, the arrival of zombies would be an unparalleled shock to society. People would have no preconceived notions or strategies for dealing with reanimated corpses. There would be no collective memory of headshots, no survival guides detailing how to avoid infection, and no shared understanding of the urgency to destroy the brain. In such a world, the initial outbreak would be devastatingly effective. The lack of forewarning or preparation would leave communities vulnerable. Authorities and civilians alike would struggle to understand what they were facing. Early responses might include futile attempts to reason with the undead or misdiagnoses attributing the phenomenon to other, more familiar diseases or crises. Governments and scientists would be starting from scratch, having to develop entirely new protocols and medical understandings in real time amidst the chaos. The societal impact would be profound. Without the shared cultural touchstone of zombie fiction, the language used to describe these creatures would vary widely. Different communities might develop their own terms, leading to confusion and miscommunication. Misinformation would spread easily, as the typical consolidated sources of survival knowledge would not exist. The spread of the infection would likely be rapid and unchecked at first, as people would not immediately recognize the signs of turning or understand the critical importance of avoiding bites and bodily fluids. The cultural preparation and mental readiness provided by decades of horror stories would be missing, leading to a slower and more painful adaptation process, as we have seen in The Walking Dead. The survivors of this world would forge their own myths and legends about the undead, creating a new folklore from the ashes of their experiences, but only after enduring an initial wave of unprecedented horror and confusion. The Walking Dead deliberately avoids using the term zombies because within its fictional universe, the concept of zombies never existed in popular culture. In this post-apocalyptic world, there are no movies, books, or folklore depicting reanimated corpses as we know them from our own cultural narratives. As a result, the characters within The Walking Dead lack the collective awareness and vocabulary associated with traditional zombie lore. Moreover, this absence of the word zombie in The Walking Dead serves to enhance the sense of isolation and detachment from the world as it was before the outbreak. It reinforces the idea that this is a world fundamentally altered, where everything familiar, including the language used to describe the undead, has been reshaped by the cataclysmic events. Instead of relying on established zombie tropes, the series challenges both its characters and viewers to reconsider what it means to face an existential threat with no precedent in their cultural memory. This narrative choice not only distinguishes The Walking Dead from other zombie-themed media, but also deepens its exploration of human survival and adaptation in the face of the unknown. I understand that this topic is a bit controversial, but I wanted to give it this mystery approach. Do you think you could survive the zombie zombie apocalypse without having any idea about what a zombie is? I read you in the comments. If you've made it this far, subscribe and like.